Hello, traders. How is everybody today? Who do we have in here? Anyway, well, I'm too big. Okay, let me make this smaller again. Dogs in the house again. Poppy, over here. Come on. Right, welcome everyone. Who do we have in here? Lotmo Crypto, P, Alessio, Maysound, Bear, Alina, Mooney, Friday, Peter, Tomster, Trobe, Tom's Diner, Celtic Dragon, Norberg, F Norberg, and everyone else who starts to talk afterwards. Right, welcome everyone. It's the first stream of the week. We're going to trade the New York Open again and see if we can hopefully get another win. And yeah, we will see what we get. So I'll be honest, I haven't really traded very much this week. I took a short yesterday, and I also need to turn the lights on so my face is like a little bit less dark. Not that much. Oh, wrong ones. Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, so I haven't done too much in the way of trading so far this week. I took a short from yesterday. We had the trading room this morning, but there wasn't an awful lot that was really going on. The only time that we really saw any like real volume coming into the market was we were actually looking for a short position, and it came down, hit the take profit level. But just as we did it, we spiked down, and then there was like a load of shorts just opening at the low and immediately just got liquidated, all of them. So this move was just to liquidate the shorts that came in a little bit soon, which was partly, I mean, our shorts were up here, but partially just, yeah, stopping out and liquidating a bunch of short positions. And yeah, since then, not an awful lot. So we just keep on taking little bits of liquidity above the highs. There's nothing really internal to go off of anymore. So if I'm honest, I'm probably expecting yesterday's high to be taken out at this stage. And yeah, so I did take the short yesterday. That was the 1-to-1. So if we do look at the whole move that we've had from basically the year so far, we hit that into that 1-to-1. We had the little swing failure pattern of our local highs. That initiated a pretty good short opportunity. I took profit on it. And yeah, just waiting to see now if this can get taken out again. We just have a bit of a range playing out currently. I'm more interested in altcoins, but for me to start getting into the altcoins again, I do want to see a bit of a sweep of liquidity. I do want to see some more of these stops taken out and see if we can just get a bit of a dump going on. But for now, this looks really strong. Every time, like we took out one low, and yeah, that was it. So that was, yeah, literally the only like little sweep of liquidity that we've had within this whole week so far. Was that to the downside? You take out that low, leaving behind everything below it. The first little dip opportunity we had, if you didn't buy it, you've missed it. And yeah, I think that still this could continue up higher, as much as I'd like to see it retrace. And that then gets me into a lot of the alt trades that I want to be taking. I don't think that's likely to happen right now. So we might have to wait until, FOMC later in the week. Within the whole crypto space, we've got the Arbitrum launch, which is important. I don't really care about new token launches too much within crypto, and fundamentals aren't necessarily my thing. But this is something that we have to be very aware of because it's like the biggest new asset launch ever within crypto, and it's going to launch into like straight away the top 5 market cap, I would imagine, on Thursday. So we're basically getting like potentially the biggest asset within the whole of crypto launching on Thursday. So we'll see how that goes. What else do we have going on in the chat? Casually throwing the dog away, yeah. She's still here. She's come back down. Are you coming back up again? Right. Get back up there, doggy. So in terms of the altcoins, there are a couple of setups that we posted within the crew. We were looking at Aptos, and this was the trade. I wasn't expecting it to hit straight away, so we were looking at taking out these lows, coming back into the reference that we have previously, trading this as a range, and just seeing if we can get a move up. I didn't really like how slow we were coming down. I wanted to see this like dump more significantly into that area down here, but I do know that a few people managed to get in on this trade, which is really good. We have changed that local market structure. We've now broken that, so there would be another opportunity if we are to see a retrace back into the usual areas, coming back down to like $12 again. If Aptos does come down to $12, you've now got an invalidation at the low at 11,660, 1166, 660, whatever. So yeah, that's another potential one that we can be looking at. But yeah, really, I wanted a bit more. I wanted a bit more of a dump. Yeah, Solana, maybe a short position starting to open up here that takes us back down towards the lows. I was hoping it would be the other way, but maybe we get something like this instead. That's probably gone as well, to be honest, because I wanted it to go down before it went up. Oh well. ETH is ripping. Yes, it is. So Ethereum, how many times did I tell you guys? That's where we're going, to the daily level. 1,845. And where did we end up? 1,845. So I did take the short on Ethereum. Again, same. Well, no, I didn't take the short on Ethereum. I closed out the long on Ethereum. But that was a little bit early anyway. So yeah, I didn't even notice this really until this morning when I got up and started looking at this. But we did, yeah, we hit the target that we wanted on ETH after getting a small fill on a long position back down there at like, what was it, 1,372, I think the entry was that we were talking about previously. So yeah, a decent move up. But this was only a small trade for myself, but still 33% move. ETH BTC VooBed off of massive support. Bounced off of massive support, yes. What massive support was this? I haven't really got anything on this chart. I'm interested. What massive support was it? Have I missed something? Have I missed something? Yeah, makes sense, right? Surprise, surprise. And then you've got an area of single prints down there as well, right? So you've got the confluence with that low of the day being taken. There's your fair value gap type of thing going on. You sweep it into there. You've got this previous high. Yeah, fair. So yeah, unsurprising that ETH is getting a bit of a bounce. We were expecting a alt season to start. I just thought we'd get a bit more of a dip before that happens. But I'd been talking about this yesterday. So where's my update? This is the update that I gave to the crew yesterday. If I just bring this up on the screen. And yeah, I was basically saying, blah, 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 take this as short on Bitcoin. This move is also likely to lead us into a few weeks of alt season. Even if a local top is put in here, it would take a long distribution to build liquidity and open interest for a significant drop. I'll be updating on these throughout the week. And yeah, then had a few of these trades. So this was the Aptos one. Obviously, we were looking at, whoops, that has happened now. So we're into that trade. And the other one that I was looking at was Morpheus Network, seeing if we could get into a long on that, which is also looking pretty good. So if we have a look at Morpheus, MNW, it took out that low. got a bounce. Everything's just not quite gone deep enough for myself. So I have missed some opportunities, but still riding the longs that we've been riding for the last few weeks, couple of weeks now, and yeah, pretty happy with that. So what else is there to discuss? We have New York opening in 15 minutes. Okay. So ES is about to take out the highs, or has it just done that? It's about to. So we're looking at equal highs here on the ES from last week, Thursday, no, 2 weeks ago, Thursday. So expecting that to get hit. We do have the daily level. There we go. Okay, we've just swept those highs. So what does this lead to for the next session? Let's just bring up the sessions. Where's it gone? There. The problem is your bias would have to be up for this, but we're already significantly up on the day. Because every single session that we've had has just been stepping up, stepping up, stepping up. So if we can come and take liquidity to the downside, in which case, as we get our open, bare minimum, you'd expect that to get hit. The ideal scenario would be to expect that to get hit. And this has been hit. So if we can sweep some of these lows, and then that would set up, just for the first trade of the day, we may get a reversal during New York, but I think that would set up for a good long position. Even if we end up retracing this, it would be this move that we're trying to catch as New York opens. I need to actually change. Come on. Damn it. Uh-oh. Why can't I just go default? Don't know why this has changed again. Oh, it's because I just reset the thingy-majiggy. My fault. Let me just switch this around. Why do I always do this? I always just do stupid stuff during the stream, and it ruins everything. Better. Yes, cool. So similar situation on Bitcoin, whereas it's not as easy. Gold, please. Possible new all-time high again this coming week. Yes. And you know, when we bought this, who remembers the price that I was saying? Buy gold, ape into gold, buy all the gold you can, after we'd been shorting it for about like 6 months waiting for this level. We had 3 of the easiest opportunities you'll ever see in your life to buy gold after I've been talking about this for like 6 whole months. All of this move down here, this was the target, and we had 3 chances, more than that even. Like, you go into the lower time frames, and if you didn't buy gold here, and then like there was a second chance down here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times you could have bought gold. So if you didn't buy gold, or if you weren't like paying attention to the streams back then I don't really know what you were doing, because that was very silly of you. So it was just the clearest trade, and this is what we want to see. This is what we love to see within the market. Okay, you've put in such a not a multi-year, but this was from COVID times, where you have this range that's just been playing. We were just like, look, stops, 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 stops. Where is it going to end up? Weekly order block down there. We had all this confluence that was going on. That was your little gap within the chart. This was your opportunity to get in. You could have gone like more aggressive and just entered within this entire zone here, because that's your gap. That's where there's a lack of liquidity. But for me, it was just looking into that order block and so many opportunities to buy at that stage. So yeah, I was very, very bullish on gold at this time last year, and that's just still going at the moment, which is cool. And then we had the confluence that was afterwards, wasn't it? Where we had same situation. Okay, so you just come into the golden pocket from that move, and once again, off it goes. So if we're looking at where the 1-to-1 is on here, didn't draw that correctly, then this would send you almost to all-time highs. We've taken out this high. Yeah. I mean, obviously you need to be taking profit around this area, but yeah. James Rand, so gold, because I'm doing it as like a swing trade, I just trade it on like a traditional broker. So yeah, like things like IG, eToro, whatever broker that you can get where you can just buy it without like any funding or any margin or anything. The problem with swing trading on something like BingX, where you can still trade it, but you're gonna like imagine holding a trade and paying funding since November. It's just not reasonable to think that that's like, you just wouldn't make profit from that. So if you're day trading gold, then absolutely, like BingX is a really good one to use. But if you're not, and you're just holding it and you're just buying spot gold as a position trade, then go for somewhere where you can just do it, where it's not like a derivative. So just use a broker, buy like actual gold, even if it is a CFD. If you're not using leverage, then you shouldn't, or if you're not using margin, then you shouldn't be paying funding on it. So there are options available for that, for sure. Always explicit. How come they say not to chase the pump, but every session been chasing the pump? I feel like New York going to continue chasing the pump, BTC to 30K and ETH to 19 today. Yeah, like I never get this, right? Because the same people that say don't chase the pump are the same people that say don't like try to knife catch or don't try to like step in front of it. Yeah. So, I mean, you trade the trend. So, I took a short yesterday, but it's against the trend. It was just because we had a technical reason to take the short. So it was very easy to take the short yesterday. It was very simple. It was just the 1-to-1, like to the, like, yeah, to the dollar. I don't like to say it, but like to the dollar, the 1-to-1. And an SFP off of local highs. So it was very straightforward to have taken that trade yesterday. But you play the trend that you're in. And locally, that means that in 7 minutes, for the opening trade of the day for New York, we are probably looking for a long position. And I know that's chasing. We're already up quite significantly for the day now. And we might reverse it halfway through the session or even 20 minutes into the session. But all we need to do is get in and out of a long on the session open and see what that can give us. So on Bitcoin, I'm just looking at, let's just try and take out some of these and let's play the trend, because the bias quite clearly is up right now. So if we can take out this in the next 5-10 minutes, then yeah, things are all good. Yeah, yeah. That's it. Like trade, you just got to know. You just got to know like how long you want to stay in a trade. Like obviously, if you're trading longs at the moment or shorts, you just don't want to be holding them for that long. It's like get in, get out, move on to the next one, see where price ends up. So, and that's what a trade is. You're not expecting to hold a trade beyond the time frame that you're trading. So, yeah, we've got VWAP down here as well. Or if we can get a VWAP bounce, I was looking for the VWAP short earlier, but now we have flipped that. That would look pretty good. Let's see how this goes. F Norberg 90. How many trades are you calling inside your group per day, week? It depends. So generally speaking, for myself, Tuesday through to Thursday, I'm usually taking 2, 3, 4 Bitcoin trades per day. And I'll generally be fairly active within trading chat, trading all of those, the live sessions. So obviously we've done London trading room today, where we had like a couple of mini opportunities, both of them actually being shorts. Both of them hitting like the first little take profit and not being massively profitable. But I think still winners if you're able to get in and out quickly. So yeah, Tuesday through Thursday, usually like 2, 3, 4 trades per day for myself. And then obviously you've got all the other coaches within there. So Luxury's taking, he had a trade yesterday that he did a full live breakdown for everyone within the crew as well. French Bull, Randall, Roynex, Swooping Hawk, P, all these guys taking trades, and even members within the crew, like there's still a lot of stuff going on. So I know there's people within the crew that trade a lot more than I do, and they're really good traders. So yeah, if we put up the Discord here, we can have a look again and just see like there's always trades going on within here. But for myself personally, yeah, a few per day, Monday to Thursday, and then Tuesdays to Thursday, and then Mondays and Fridays I'll usually get like 1 or 2. I'm much slower on a Monday and a Friday because on a Monday, I'm just allowing the market to do what it wants. And if there's a clear opportunity, I'll jump in. And on a Friday, I generally want to be closing out of trades rather than opening new ones. So that's just my style. And also Monday is like prep. So you're looking for the big swing trade opportunities, which like Aptos, which is one that's going okay so far. Thank you, Rocky. It's a great group. Left for a bit to check out other groups, but came back. Highly recommend it. Can I ask, out of interest, no need to answer it in here, but what was it? I'm just generally interested, and I think other people will be interested to know about this as well. Like, first of all, what made you decide to come back? Probably that I threw the discount out there last week, so that's probably the answer. Um, but if you have anything like, because we're always looking to improve, it's nice to know what we do well, and it's nice to know what we can improve on. So if there is anyone that's been in other groups and has come back to Toros, it would be great to know either within the feedback suggestion section within the crew, or just by writing it in the chat, like what it is you like about this community over other communities, or anything that you think that we could improve, something other things that other communities do well that maybe we haven't thought of because I'm not in any other communities because I'm too busy with this one. So yeah, always useful to know. Just throwing it out there. See, now this is annoying because New York's about to take the highs again. So the first trade we will get is probably actually going to be a short and then into a long, and then we might get another short again. So I was only expecting to take a long, but I reckon we could catch a short on Let's just throw up the ES. So that high's been taken. Here comes the open. Gap up. Big old gappity gap up. So there's the highs. Done. XRP pumping. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we said XRPs look good for a while, right? It's the dulcet sounds of your voice. Thank you very much. And now we have the S&P 500 opening with a however many percent points pips gap to the upside. Let's not start this again. I should be a voiceover artist or a cartoon character. Let's focus on Bitcoin for a while. There's nothing happening yet. When is something going to happen? Luke OnlyFans. Just my voice with nothing else in the background. No, my voice over pictures of the dogs. Haha. Oh. Blah. It didn't take it. Gee. All right, cool. Look, it's so weird depending on what asset you trade, and this is why I think it is very important to be aware. Like the S&P 500 index is significantly lower than the ES right now, like massively lower than the ES. But you've got two completely different setups forming here, depending on which one it is that you trade. You got this order block, which isn't green because you don't want to be buying it. You got that order block here on the index itself. So this is what all of the CFDs will be trading based off of. But on the ES, which is just CME, we're way higher. So is that the same? Is this happening on Bitcoin as well? Yeah, we are. We're trading about $100 higher on CME. So we're almost at this gap fill here, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. Oh, damn this open. Okay, we got something. We got something on the ES. It's just whether Bitcoin can follow suit here. So the way that I would trade it, okay, we have taken highs. It's not giving us a short opportunity yet. I do want to try and get something. I just think this is going to take a bit more time than it usually does on an open to play out, and I do have to shoot off soon. Tuesday afternoons are like always really annoying because I have to travel in the afternoon. Got to get in my motor car, and then I'm not able to trade the second half of the session. So I always like to just get in and out on a trade on the Tuesday Open. I don't think we're going to get anything just yet, though. The BTC, it would be. It's a short that you're having to play, but our bias is up, so we don't have an entry yet. On the year and S&P chart is tapping a daily level. Yeah, we're at that daily level, yeah. Well spotted. I don't tend to use high time frame levels so much on, on the legacy markets. But we're in that zone, right? We're within this little wickety wick. Okay, so now, there is a short opportunity here. So you had the little low that was put in. Okay, a little corrective move. You then come up, you don't take the highs, so you're not actually continuing this market structure. So now, for myself, this is just the way that I trade the open. Short, coming back. And then ideally, you're looking down here. It's just a bit early to be doing that. So that little tap that we had back into here, basically, is the entry. But I got a bullish bias, so I don't like it. You can paper trade it. You guys, non-financial advice, of course. Don't like it. But for the system that I've got, it's the only one that it's given us, the only one it's offered us so far. And the reason why I'd want to take this anyway is because my bias is long. I wouldn't really be able to get into a long position unless we come down here somewhere. So I'm hoping that this at the very least plays out, because then it does allow for this trade to happen. Because Bitcoin hasn't really taken any liquidity, it's the same thing. You had these. So as soon as you come into the session, you're just looking for highs or lows to be swept. Okay, so this is all we did on Bitcoin. This is the New York Open. You've taken out 1, 2 highs. You're looking for a corrective. This hasn't given it again so far. I mean, now you'd be looking at an entry with a close below there. So if I'm just trading this on the 1 minute time frame, Bitcoin's not really handed anything here. I would want to see a retrace, a bit of a bounce. But the long could be in play. Okay, so if we do come down here, then this is the long. Yeah. So Bitcoin, I'm still being a bit more patient on, because basically you would be short now, but you've got no good risk to reward off of this. So there we go. So that's take profit if you've taken the short, and now we're looking for a long. The S&P's doing similar things. Let's just go if we take out the lows of the session from this. And if we can take out these ones as well, that'd be even better, because then you're coming into the last session and you're taking out some stops from the previous session, which is even better than just taking stops from the current session. Alan, yeah, BTC, it did give an entry, but this was before the open. So because we're just trading the New York Open itself, not too concerned. We had the previous session pivot, which we often like to get. So within this box here, within the orange box, we look for a reversal in trend. So that is part of our routine. So we do look for a reversal in trend. The fact that we took out significant highs from this session, got the SFP, initiating a move down, we would naturally be looking for a reversal there. But the trend of the day so far is up. So it is difficult because we do have a bullish bias, but we are trading expecting a reversal in the trend. So now, but look, this is playing out, and look, it hasn't ticked back above that entry once. Candle correction in this instance. You don't continue the trend; it gets no further than previously, and then you break the low and close below this candle. So you're looking at this being the structural change, the shift that we had here. That's your high, that's your low. Only 2 minutes that it took to put in. We didn't take the high, so therefore, because we didn't take the high, you're now looking at that being the corrective move, and now we're starting to reverse. So then as soon as you close below there, then you look for an entry back within the order block or whatever it is, somewhere within, sometimes the wick or whatever it is that you're looking at. And now you're getting a bit of a move down because of that. So you get an entry around there. You're coming down, you've taken out a low. First take profit. Hopefully we end up coming down here. And this worked every day last week. This worked. Could you say it's worked so far? I guess you've essentially hit a take profit one because this liquidity is so far away. I'm only paper trading this today though, so it's a bit more difficult. So often it comes back into this entry as well. Now Bitcoin was giving us the long. So now that we've taken this was the thing. Okay, it's the same situation. So on the ES we got that little short straight away, and now on Bitcoin you've got a long, which is just about to confirm itself. Okay, so you take liquidity to the downside, you take out the lows from the previous session, just the clean the first ones you can get to. You get a reversal, a little corrective move, and then we're starting to see if this trend can continue. So we're trapped between a long on Bitcoin and a short on the S&P, which is, although we haven't had an entry trigger for a long on Bitcoin yet. We'll go back over to this one. So there's still no confirmation yet for anything on here. Short on BTC to go into the daily VWAP and take London lows. Yeah, would be good. So that was your second test of this as being resistance. See a chance to get back in, I guess. Again, another take profit, because every time you just take out one of these, you can just take profit on it. Legacy markets is nice and easy to do so. Now we're actually taking out. Okay, so we never got confirmation that there was any reversal here. So we come down. It wasn't able to reverse after that first little sweep down here. Now you come and take the next ones. Now we're coming down, which is what we really want to see down here. In fact, if you're trading this on like the 3 minute, you're just looking at continuation, even on the 1 minute. So we've got this, we're now in this little local downtrend. So actually, yeah, to short back into here. I didn't really spot that first straight away. But yeah, because you failed with the long, that then almost gives you another opportunity to take a short. Do we get a little bit of a corrective move? The chart is like a magic eye sometimes, it seems. Yeah, I mean, the chart tells you everything that you need to know. You can read the order flow as well, start to understand a little bit more what's going on. So sometimes in situations like this where it's not like particularly clear, it's good to see what kind of delta we have on the chart. It's good to see who's positioned on the right side, who's positioned on the wrong side. But overall, it's all very flat. So I think we're more or less just relying on the candles themselves to tell us what they need to do. Neither market really knows what it wants to do right now. Polo, BingX no longer does stock, Forex, other legacy things. Any news when this is coming back? It still uses them for me. Yeah, it's still there. So I don't know why you may not be seeing it. Old season. So how's Bitcoin dominance doing? Pulling back from like 48%. Why is this there? Ooh. Ooh. Was this the right way? Ooh. Good. Peter Johnson, I'm doing a challenge experiment where I try to compound my account 1% 6 days of the week. How realistic do you think this is? Yeah, I mean, realistic. I don't see, yeah, I think that's absolutely realistic. And you only need one trade a day in which to do that, basically, don't you? So what you could be doing, and this is something similar to what I do, to be honest, so on these opens, is just risk 1% for your trade. So let's say you've opened a trade here on, I know this is the ES, you're probably going to be trying to do it on Bitcoin or alts. You risk 1% off of this trade, you stand to make 4.5% off of this within one day, and you're only going to lose one, with fees, okay, you stand to win 4 rather than 4.5. But you would have already hit take profit a couple of times, which gives you that. So the 1-to-1 is all you need to. So yeah, this trade so far would have been a winner. If you're using this technique and you just want to trade the open, you just use something like this. You go in with 1% risk. You'll have made your 1% profit for the day. Close your charts. Come back again tomorrow, half an hour before the open. See what's going on. Trade the first move, and then within half an hour after the open, you're done. So I say like one hour's work a day, one trade a day. You can probably compound an account by 1% a day. You're not going to win it every time, but like this specific strategy that I've been using for the S&P and for Bitcoin, not so much on Bitcoin, but like we say, this won every day last week. So yeah, on the days that you lose, you're only going to be losing 1% of your account. On the days that you win, you're going to be winning 1% on your account. You're going to win more often than you lose if you're just trading the strategy, like a lot more often than you lose, unless anything changes. So pretty straightforward. Where's Poppy? Poppy's disappeared. She must have gone downstairs. Sis, will you be live streaming during FOMC tomorrow? Yes, I will. I will be live streaming FOMC tomorrow. Chris S. Yeah, it's it's one of my many things on my to-do list. I will do a video on how I trade the opens. I did promise that last week. I just forgot to do it. So I will be doing a video on that. How many likes do we have? Who hasn't liked this stream yet? Let's get it up to 100 likes. If we get it up to 100 likes, I will give away a PlayStation 5. Which I'm going to do anyway. Soft announcement of the announcement. I will give away a PlayStation 5, which is happening anyway. And there's also a competition going on. So, yeah, here's the deal. Okay, so first of all, let me just pull this up on here. So this is the competition, or this is the giveaway. So this is being done from Bybit. Look at this. I like that you can do this. So yeah, we're doing a PS5 giveaway with Bybit. You can enter between now and the 30th of April. If you don't want a PS5, you can substitute it for an Apple iWatch. If you don't want either, you can substitute it for $500 USDT. What you need to do for this is it is eligible for new users. So that's one of the conditions they gave it. They were just like, do you want to give away a PS5 for new users? So I do think you need to be KYC'd with an account on our affiliate in order to do it. So it could be a little bit restrictive. We understand that. But if you don't have an account on Bybit for whatever reason, I'm sure a lot of you already do, but if you don't have an account on Bybit and you're not already signed up under our affiliate, we are offering, or they are offering this to our, to our customers. I'll give more information about this soon, but yeah, that is happening. To enter, we also have the competition. So if I open up this, we do have, and I'm going to try and change the terms on this as well. I don't know why it's being a bit more restrictive this time. So we do have the Taurus Crypto and Bybit trading competition on at the moment. I've managed to enter off of my account. So that's the account that I used last time, but that's because that account is KYC'd and everything. So I don't know if people are having an issue if they click on register now, where it's not allowing them to register. We're trying to work on it. But yeah, you do need to be registered through Taurus Crypto in order to receive the prize. So if you want to take part and you're not bothered about winning the prizes and you're not KYC'd, then I think that's the thing that we're just trying to change. So you can enter, but you just won't win the prizes if you're not KYC'd and if you're not under the Taurus Crypto thing. So the link to this is here in the chat. So for anyone who is interested in taking part, I've just put the link in the chat in over there. Here. No. Do this. Here. Or here. Wherever it is. What am I talking about? Where am I? What am I doing? What's going on? Yeah, the competition's running until the end of April. And the winner of the competition will receive 500 USDT. The second place will receive 300. Third place will receive 200. The terms and conditions, are that users will need to complete their KYC check in order to be qualified for these rewards. So I think this is the issue that some people had last time, where you didn't get the rewards, and that's because you weren't KYC'd, but you made profit on the account anyway. So it's a bit of fun. If you want to take part just for fun, you don't need to be KYC'd. You just won't win any money if you win the competition. Does that make sense? Yeah, KYC all members of your family. I will do more of an announcement. They're always really confusing because the exchanges, they have to do their compliance stuff. They have to be, they have to be compliant. They have their terms and conditions. So although it's annoying for us again, that's what it is. BTC at anchored VWAP from the top. Okay. What top? I mean, it's like, it's just at the anchored VWAP of everything, isn't it? I guess you kind of bounced from the anchored VWAP from the other top. Yeah, what channel? You clearly only just tuned in, didn't you? Because I've been live for an hour before I even mentioned anything about the giveaways or the likes or anything like that. So it's your fault for being an hour late. Meh. Okay, so look, we came in. It's not been taking liquidity, but you had a move that was internal. That was more than enough opportunities to take profit off of that. So yeah, I consider that a pretty good trade. It just didn't come down and give us the longs that we wanted to. But yeah, 1, 2, 3 entries, 3 take profits. Nice. Bounced right off CVWAP. What is a CVWAP? Explain and take profits. Yeah, you're just trading market structure. Our bias is up anyway. We've got to remember that our bias is up for this whole session, so we just got to be out of any short positions really, really quickly. So this is what we've been talking about earlier. Everything is suggesting to us that we are going to move up. The thing is, all I wanted to do was get a move down that enabled us to get a move to get along. And that was all the short position was. So you want to take a short and then get into a long position at the earliest possible opportunity. When you're actually looking back at this, yes, it would have been nice. The way that I prefer to trade this is if you actually grab some liquidity, but because we did that to the downside, you had this as the setup. All right, short from here. You've then got your low that gets put in here with your invalidation. So you're initially trading that. There's take profit one. So just basically just looking at this. This is again how you would want to trade it if you, with legacy markets, fees aren't as important. So you got take profit one down there. You then continue down, you put in another high, which comes back towards your entry. And then that gives you a second because you've had another corrective move. Each one of these corrective moves. Okay, so you got an entry, you get in on this, that's your corrective move. You continue, so the break of structure to the downside, whatever. You continue down, corrective move back up. And then once again, you've got a low here. So from entering back in, essentially at the same level you could have done, you're then hitting that one. So you're getting again a move down from that. And then a third opportunity, so 3 opportunities where you come back up again to the same level. Surprise, surprise. Every single time, exactly the same trade, 3 different opportunities to trade it, 3 different take profits before a reversal. So you have 1 take profit, 2 take profit, 3 all off of the same point in the chart, take profit, and then you actually start to break that because you put in a corrective move here, right? So this so far is a corrective move. You never actually get back to the area in which you want to take a short position. So this is the correction from this point. So you can look for this to continue, in which case you could then be looking to come down here to continue this little trend. But then as soon as you start to break that and you're then flipping that the other way, that's now giving you a long position here. Well, essentially here. So if you're able to get in on this candle, not great. Not great for a long, but our bias is up anyway. And then you're looking for that high to get taken, which is terrible, terrible risk to reward, but yeah. And then you got the same thing going on here. So a little bit of a corrective move. So at this stage, you could actually look for, so where was our long entry off of this? So when this started to shift here, so if we come back into here, now this gives us maybe this. So we do have this, which is just continuing on with where we were earlier. Would that work? Yeah, that would work. So you could trade this one. Here. So now you've got this set up. I haven't tried continuing this beyond the open of the session. So we don't know. At some point, the session is going to reverse on itself and it's going to start getting a little bit messy. But essentially, yeah, I guess it is. You can be looking for that, but we've got to remember we're at like massive resistance up here now. What's Bitcoin doing? Is this any clearer? Bitcoin's all still internal. This is very frustrating. And with Bitcoin, we want to see a move down to the VWAP. So this is just a bit more just normal trading now. We've done a little open strategy. It was okay. It was okay. Now we're seeing if there's a little bit more. Ideally, what you were looking for from earlier was this. So is this just going to be a stop hunt? This happened on Friday. So we had something very similar on Friday on the year. So if I do go back to last week, I'll just bring this up as an example. Where's Friday? London. No, New York. Sorry, Friday here. Oh, now? Okay. So now we're getting the move that we actually want. Hey, so yeah, this is doing what it did on Friday. I remember this doing this. So now you've actually got the move. So that was like the little stop hunt, and now you've got the actual move. Cool. So I'm gonna go back over to here. I'm trying to explain this as best I can. Like, look, this is really, 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 really similar. So last week, Friday, we had the open that I was looking at, where you come down, and we were actually like looking for a short on the day. So a short is what we wanted. And because we had this initial like spike up, spike down getting hit, but because the low was down here, we were waiting for this one. We had a move down that almost got there, took out again a couple of opportunities. So you have a first take profit, second take profit here. You never quite get there. Then you hit stops, and then finally you run through and you actually get that reversal and you come back through and you take out all of the lows. So that was the slightly weird thing that it did after the open. So the open was all good. Like the first half hour or so of trading was okay, but then it just decided to get a little bit crazy, which is a similar situation to what we've had now. So you have the move, you don't quite get the opportunity that you really wanted to by taking out these lows. And then it hits stops for people who are still in this trade a bit too long, and then you get the reversal. So this is all interesting. I am noting this because beyond like 30 minutes, I don't tend to trade. Like we've had our first 30 minutes here, and for all of that, it was all good. And now you're looking at the next 30 minutes. So Bitcoin, we want to get VWAP, don't we? Essentially, that is what we want. So I realize this is probably quite difficult to like trade based off of what I'm saying because I just paper traded this one. Well, not even traded it. I'm just like commenting on it. I'll trade it more properly tomorrow. This stream is for educational purposes only. On Bitcoin, all block around daily open 6.8 level for a long. Yeah, so yeah, I'd just like to see it just dip its little toes in there. And yes, weekly VWAP was just below, wasn't it? Oh, weekly VWAP's just above. Fair enough. We only paper trade here. Yes, exactly. tomorrow, well, next time I do the whole show position and everything, which just makes it a bit clearer in my head because then I'm actually putting risk on the table. Whereas today I feel like I'm just explaining what I'm seeing, but without putting money on the table. I'm probably not quite as focused. Just don't have my stuff open. There's another low. Good. Okay. Did I take these ones? You can't expect about. I love trading news. Basketballs. It's almost weird. Like we had news every day last week, and I was much more happy to trade those news days. So many people think that you can't like trade news, but I find it easier because you get the bigger moves and they're a little bit quicker just to get like in out, shake it all about. Here we go. I might take this as a long scalp off of the view up. So if we do this one, maybe I'll pull this one up. Can I get my what am I doing? Oh, that's the wrong thing. I guess I can trade this on BingX maybe. This is the problem. It's got the silly VWAP. This is not the daily VWAP because it doesn't reset on the day, which I never understand why. Resets here at 3:45 p.m. Well, we want to get along from down here. That's what we want. I'm going to be like YOLO. Oh, why is this only market? Okay, forget it. Oh my god, I need to leave soon. Ah, damn. Yeah, below this VWAP, like the thing is, you got a nice little gap, a nice little zone here that we can look for. So a scalp along off of this would be good. Weekly open might catch it. Looking back down towards daily open, that's where you actually have like little OB down there, 15-minute time frame. This one. So you got a nice pocket of stuff. Golden pocket in there. Yeah, a nice pocket at the golden pocket. So for the remainder of today, for the Bitcoin, essentially what you'd be looking for would be continuation down. We've had that pivot, so we were looking for the pivot. We had that initial bias that was up, which I think is the trade that you would want to get into, but we would have wanted this a bit earlier in the session. So you could get a little long from here just to play a bounce, just as a scalp. Try and get a little long from here. Maybe you just come up and take out these highs then, and then because you've got a bit of imbalances down there, then you can grab yourself a short that takes you into daily open, the support that we've just got a little bit lower down. I know XRP's flying. I know. Because yeah, you could just send it in there somewhere. Maybe. Does that look about right? Yeah. Do this. SFP. We shall see. Well, I think XRP's like Technically, it looks really good. Technically, it looks excellent. BTC pair went deeper than we thought it would go. Very, very similar situation to Ethereum. So just looking at what we have here, you impulse up, range, impulse up, come back through, correct the entire move. Everything, all of it, done. And now you're getting a little bit of a bounce. So far, it's only a small bounce. It's not like flying, but it's enough because Bitcoin's range bound. XRP is so low that even a little bounce is enough to send it up 10%. Yeah. And you'd be looking for those highs. Yeah, XRPs look good for a while. But this is the thing, you don't want to be buying it here. I got stopped out of my long. So I was long, wasn't it, around like the 10th or 11th of March, and then it hit my stops. So yeah, annoyingly, I could have been up about 20% from that entry. I know my entry was here, but yeah, I could have been up 20% from my entry, but I got stopped out. So whatever. Fuck you, XRP. It was looking so good. It was just like so chill down here. I was like, yeah, it just didn't happen. Link. What was this? What was the thing I was looking at in the trading room this morning? I need to actually document this to get better. I need to remember what it is I'm looking at more. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my god! If you don't have like, I was looking at Doge. Yeah, this is. Oh, like you should just be. If you don't hold spot Doge, look at that! What the world's longest Asia session. Asia Wednesday. An Insta ban feature on YouTube for anyone mentioning the letter combination that is part of the word hexagon, which is just a shape. YouTube, don't you worry. It is just a little shape. What is this? Yeah. Look at this. I never knew this was a thing. Oh, Doge to the moon. Yeah. How far will this moon shot take us? You could easy get 40-50% move up on Doge. We do a live trading session just banging out meme coin trades. That would be so much fun. Yeah, shall I do that sometime? We'll just go when this alt market like properly kicks off, which I think it's starting to. Oh, the Doge. Da, 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 da. Then we will do this. This is great. This is new. I like this. Tendies. Wrecked. Sure. Nice. Oh my god. Yeah. Meanwhile. I mean, I still think you'll come down and you'll take it on perps. But unfortunately, I really do need to go. I cannot stay any longer because I've got an hour-long drive and I'm supposed to be there in 40 minutes. So I am very late for what I need to do this afternoon. But anyway, that was good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was somewhat useful and informative. Remember, we do have the trading competition that's there. Look, here's the thing. Hopefully everyone can take part in it. I know so far it's just been a test account for myself. I don't know who that is, actually, the Taurus one. And this is someone that's yeah. Neither of them are me. But that boss man one is me. I did try and do it. If you yeah, hopefully you can register for this. We are going to try and sort this out if you are not able to do so, but do give it a go. Like I say, it's got to be a KYC account. It's got to be linked to our page because it's coming direct from our it's our competition, not like a general Bybit one. So you do need to be registered through Taurus, and unfortunately, to get your rewards, there is a KYC requirement. But yeah, give it a go. If you guys are having any problems, I'm going to try and get those things removed at some point. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you, everybody. There's also I said the PS5, that announcement is coming soon. So yeah, have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.